Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube video channel. My name is Prashant. I'm an aircraft certification specialist with experience in aircraft design approvals, airworthiness compliance, certification programs, modifications, repairs, and regulatory compliance. I thought I shall share my knowledge and experience with those who are interested in getting into this field, especially the aircraft design and certification. So, this channel is dedicated to sharing the practical knowledge and real-world insights into aircraft certification, airworthiness, and aviation regulations. Whether you are an aerospace engineer, certification engineer, design organization employee, maintenance professional, student, or even simply someone who is interested in how aircraft are approved for safe flight, you will find valuable information here. And more importantly, you are at the right place. So if this is your first time visiting the channel, I would appreciate it if you could consider subscribing to my video channel, because I'll be publishing a series of videos covering aircraft certification process, Part 21 requirements, major minor modifications, repairs, approvals, design organization approvals, and many other topics. Okay, first things first, let's begin with one of the most important concepts in the aviation, which is airworthiness. If I may ask the question, what is airworthiness? What would be your answer? Just drop it down in the comment section and let's see whether we all on the same page. Okay, first things first, let's begin with one of the most important concepts in the aviation, which is airworthiness. If I may ask the question, what is airworthiness? What would be your answer? Just drop down your answers in the comment section and let's see whether we all on the same page. Anyhow, airworthiness is essentially the measure of whether an aircraft, engine, propeller, or any other aeronautical product is suitable and safe for flight. It's pretty simple, isn't it? However, you got to understand, airworthiness is not a one-time event. It's a series of events. So this it starts during the design and certification phase of the aircraft program and continues throughout the entire operational life of the aircraft. So this creates actually two key areas, which is first one, the initial airworthiness, and the second one is the continuing airworthiness. The initial airworthiness focuses on ensuring that the design and manufacturing of an aeronautical product comply with the applicable safety requirement before the aircraft enters to service. So it's applicable before the aircraft enters to service. On the other hand, the continuing airworthiness ensures that the aircraft remains safe and compliant throughout its operational life through the maintenance, inspections, repairs, modification, and operational controls. So, understanding the difference between those two concepts is fundamental to understanding the entire aviation regulatory framework. I would say because the entire regulatory framework is based or built up on the two concepts, which we have two governing laws for initial airworthiness and the continuing airworthiness. Okay, let's touch base on aeronautical products and see what aeronautical products are. As I mentioned before in this video, there are three main aeronautical products. The first one is aircraft, the second one is engine, or the APU we call as auxiliary power unit, and the third one is the propeller. So each product category has its own certification specifications and technical requirements. Although the technical requirements differ, the overall certification philosophy remains the same, demonstrate the compliance with applicable safety requirements. So let's move on and see why the certification matters. So the common question is, why do we need such a rigorous certification process? So you may ask the same question from me. The answer is pretty simple and straightforward. Every design change can potentially affect the safety. A simple modification such as the avionics equipment installation, the change in the cabin layout, or even like updating the software or modifying the aircraft systems can introduce the new hazards and the risks. The certification provides a structured method to identify those risks, evaluate them, and demonstrate that safety standards continue to be met. The certification is therefore much more than the paperwork, I would say. So it is safety management process embedded into aircraft design. In other words, I would say it is the safety management system for the whole aircraft and all the aeronautical products. All right. Okay, moving forward, Let's touch base on the major and minor changes. So one of the common activities in aircraft certification is managing the changes to approved design. In other words, the changes to the type certificate. So not all changes are equal, as you know. Under Part 21 regulation, the changes are generally classified as either minor changes or the major changes. Simply, a minor change is one of the changes has no appreciable effect on the factors such as the aircraft structural strength, the weight and balance, and the reliability, operational characteristics, the airworthiness. And the major change is vice versa. A major change is generally any change that has a significant effect on the areas or requires substantial compliance demonstration. We call it as a major change. So we can look into more details and examples in the upcoming sessions of this video. So we'll look into them later on. So for certification engineers, correctly classifying a change is one of the most important early decisions in any certification project because it determines the approval path, the regulatory involvement, the certification effort, and also even the certification basis as well. So, okay, moving forward, so let's touch base on the role of the design organization. So another key concept is the design organization approval, commonly referred to as the DOAs. So yes, you may have heard before, a DOA demonstrates that the organization has the capability, competency, procedures, resources necessary to perform approved design activities. Organizations holding a DOA or the design organization approval may be granted significant privileges, including the approval of the certain changes, approving repairs, issuing approved design documentation, supporting certification programs. So this allows the certification activities to be conducted more efficiently while maintaining the regulatory oversight. Okay, so what you will learn in this video series, in upcoming videos, we will explore the topics such as the Part 21 structure, requirements, type certificates, and supplemental type certificates, we call it STCs, the major minor change classification, certification basis development, repair design approvals, design organization approvals, the production organization approvals, and the certification project management, and the practical certification case studies, common mistakes made during the certification programs. So my goal is not only to explain the regulation, but also to share the practical industry experience and lessons learned from the real certification activities. Okay, so thank you for watching this introduction. So if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below with any certification topics that you would like me to explore in the upcoming videos. So my name is Prashant, and I look forward to helping you navigate the world of aircraft airworthiness and certification. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.